getting ready to start a job on a 2014 Nissan Altima, and I got thinking as I was grabbing my light, why not talk about this light? Because this is the most handiest light that I've ever used, and it's worth talking about. And it's the Braun. Some better lighting here. Focus. The Braun magnetic slim bar folding rechargeable LED light. And this is number, if you can see it there, 63958. And it's a COB LED light. Now, I've also got the Astro Light, which is a COB LED. This was my favorite light until I got my Braun, and I'll talk about why. The Astro is actually rated a little more lumen brighter. Let me set this other one down, or I'll just pick it up like this. 410 lumen is what this Astro COB is. Now this Astro literally cost me $50 when I bought it. I don't know what they're selling for now, but it was $50 when I bought it. The way it works, you got this little rotary deal switch, and it's a great light, and I like it, and it works great. The problem is that a lot of times you're hitting this switch as you're working and the light dims down. Of course, I normally always have it on bright. The magnetic deal is okay. The felt piece has already come off this one, so I can't stick it to like the outside of a painted car. You know, because you run the risk of scratching it. But the worst thing about this light is the only way to charge it is you got to plug a cord into it, and I can't stand that. If you have 2 or 3 of these, I guess that'd be fine. You could plug one up on the charger and grab the fresh one that's still charged. The Braun, 2 things I like about this one better than the Astro. The first and foremost is the battery's removable, so it's just like a flashlight. You unscrew this cap right here, and it comes off. You can stick another 18650 in it. Let me show you one of them. And I've got a whole shelf full of 18650 batteries. This is an 18650. This is one I salvaged out of a laptop battery. I wrote good on it because it tested good whenever I cut the laptop battery open. So the nice thing is, if you have a bunch of those batteries, whenever one of these runs down, although you can, where's it at? Right here. You can charge it with the USB cord. All I do is I pull the cap off and I put me another battery in, and I'm still up and going. But the next thing that I like about it is the way the magnetic deal works. So it's got a magnetic end also. Well, it's not really the magnetic end that I like, but it's the way the head flexes. So I can stick that where I need it, and I can flex this head around however I need. And it also rotates. So it'll rotate one way or the other. Flex to 90 degrees, or actually comes out, and it'll flex just like that. Now this one's rated at, I think it's like 380 lumen or 390, I can't remember. I mean, it's really close to the Astro. It's so close I can't really tell the difference. But another nice feature about this Braun is it's got a little LED on the tip. So if you need to get down into a little, you know, let's say that you're trying to look way down into something like this, and you're like, yeah, I can't really get the light to transmit down there where I need it. Well, if you hit it 3 times, now you've got a focusable light. You can actually shove the tip of the light down into tight areas and see what's going on. So you can see just the tips on. Now I don't use that very often. I can normally get, get the full light, the way I need it. But sometimes I have used it a couple times. There's that particular point you're just needing to stick something small and thin up into an area to get some light. Does have the switch is green whenever it's got plenty of battery charge, and it'll turn, I think it turns red whenever the batteries start getting low. But you start seeing that the light's starting to dim down by then anyway, so I never go by the switch. But it does have that's high. You hit it quickly again, medium, then you hit it one more time, and then it's the tip. But what's also nice about the programming of the chip, you hit it one time, it's on high, which is 95% of the time you're probably going to use it. Now once it's been left on in any particular state long enough, which is only maybe 30 seconds, now when I go to turn it off, it turns completely off. So it doesn't go to the next stage of the light. In other words, if I hit it twice, like right now, high, medium, now if I hit it a third time, I've got the tip on. But if I go, to just high, or if I go to medium, I can go to medium, leave it on long enough. Now when you go to turn it off, it turns completely off. It didn't go to the tip. So that's nice that you don't have to cycle through every mode every single time you use it. But I just wanted to talk about this. This is my go-to work light. When I'm working on a car, this is the one that I go to. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than if you don't have one of these yet, you need to get you one, because they are for as small and thin as they are, they put out a ton of light, and I mean, it's just, to me, it's a must-have. There's no light at all, and there's how much it lights up underneath the hood of this car. No light, light. I mean, just a ton of difference. And for the price, these are cheaper than the Astro Light. The Astro, I think, was the first one to come out with a COB Work Light, like, similar to this. And like I say, I think I paid $50 for that first one. For that Astro. I bought it a few years back, and I've had these. I've got two of these now. So I mean, I love these so much that I've got two of them. I can't say enough good things about these. If you don't have one, get it. Now the other one that is kind of nice to have, and I've got 2 or 3 different versions of this. This light takes one 650, and for as small as it is, and I carry one of these in my truck. Actually, I think this it doesn't take a 650, I'm sorry, it takes 2 AA's. But for as small as it is, it puts out, quite a bit of light. Not near the light that that Braun Work Light does, but for a small light, this one's not too bad either. So if you need just a quick go-to, this is kind of like my backup light. If I run through all the batteries and I just, the Braun or that Astro doesn't have it anymore, I'll pick one of these up. It does have a magnet on the end, so it sticks. Doesn't flex or nothing, but all in all, and it does have a couple different modes. Now what I don't like about it, you got to hit it once for high, medium, and then off, and you have to do that each and every time that you turn it on and off. So at least it's only 2 modes. Some of these lights, they'll have 3 or 4 or 5 different modes. You got to cycle through every one of them just to get to the off and back to the on. But yeah, this is this one here is from Harbor Freight. I've got a big red, I think, or something like that at work. That's a very similar light to this, but it was twice as much. But yeah, the Braun, also the magnet is, I mean, it's plenty strong. And this one does have felt on it still, but eventually you got to be careful with that because it'll come off and then it's metal to metal if you stick it on the outside of a painted car. And you want to be careful, even if you have felt, you want to be careful about that, because if you get a little metal chip in there and you stick it to a painted car, you've just scratched the car. But yeah, I've had these now for probably about 2 years now. I've been using them, not every day, but quite a bit, and I love them. Super great light. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about those and tell you that definitely worth getting you one if you work on anything like this and you need light. Anyway, you guys take care.